Tom lived in a small house with a dog named Max. Every day, Max would run excitedly to the door when Tom came home. Tom always had a special book on the shelf, which he never let anyone touch. One day, Max knocked over the book, and Tom realized it was his favorite. He picked it up and sighed, because it was now dirty. The book was important to Tom, but the dog's tail was always wagging happily. The book was Tom's. He had written notes in it and read it every night. The dog's tail was a symbol of joy for Max. When Tom smiled, the dog's tail would wag faster. One morning, the dog's tail was not wagging. Tom was worried, but Max simply had a long nap. The dog's tail was still there, but it looked tired and limp. Tom gently patted it. Tom had a box under his bed where he kept all his personal things. Among them was his book, which was his most prized possession. The dog's tail was not in the box, but Max had a special spot in the corner for his tail. Tom never let anyone else touch his book, but he sometimes let Max play with the dog's tail. It was a way for them to share love and care. One night, the dog's tail was missing from its usual spot. Tom was worried and looked around the house. He checked every corner, but couldn't find it. He asked his neighbors, but they didn't know. He was about to give up when he heard a soft bark from the basement. The dog's tail was there, wrapped around a small ball, looking innocent but guilty. Tom picked up the ball and saw it was the dog's. He laughed, but the dog looked up at him with big eyes. Tom decided to keep the ball as a souvenir, but he added it to his collection. His collection included his book, the ball, and a few other items. The dog's tail was still there, but now Tom had more things to love. He made a new rule: the dog's tail was for the dog, and his book was for him. The next day, the dog's tail was wagging again, but the ball was missing. Tom thought he might have lost it, but Max found it under the sofa. Tom was happy to see it again, but the dog's tail had a strange smell. He smelled it and realized it was from the book. Max had dragged the book into the basement, and the dog's tail had gotten dirty in the process. Tom sighed and decided to clean the book. Tom took the book to the kitchen and washed it carefully. The dog's tail was still attached to Max, but the book was now clean. The dog's tail was wagging again, as if it had been barking and laughing with excitement. Tom realized that the dog's tail was not just a part of Max, it was a way for them to show their love for each other. He decided to keep the book and the dog's tail safe together, like they were his and Max's treasures. Max was proud of his tail, and Tom was proud of his book. They shared their moments together, spending hours at the table reading. Sometimes, when the dog's tail drooped, Tom would look at it and smile. They both had their own special things, but they also shared a bond. The dog's tail was for Max, and the book was for Tom. Yet, together, they formed a special story that neither could tell without the other. Tom made a new rule: the dog's tail was part of his life, and the book was part of his world. He taught Max that the dog's tail was for both of them to enjoy. Max would wag it when he was happy, and Tom would read his book when he was calm. Their home became a place filled with stories, each one connected by their simple way of showing love. The dog's tail was a gift from his owner, and the book was a gift from Tom to himself. One sunny day, Tom's dog Max ran out of the house, leaving the dog's tail behind. Tom was upset and searched the house for it. He found it on the windowsill, still wagging slightly. He smiled and said, "The dog's tail is just like my book, both are important to me." Max wagged his tail joyfully, as if he understood. Tom put the tail back and continued reading. The dog's tail was not just a tail, it was a symbol of their little world, where love and care were shared. Tom learned that the apostrophe S, like the dog's tail, shows ownership. When something is Tom's, it means it belongs to him. When something is the dog's, it belongs to Max. Just as the dog's tail was unique to him, the apostrophe S was a simple yet powerful way to show which thing belonged to whom. He taught the dog's tail to be proud of itself, and the book to be proud of its name. Everything in their home had a purpose, and every word had a meaning.